Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome to my first video of 2018. This is indeed a studio tour from 2017. I'm actually currently in my new studio. I'm not going to show you too much of it right now because I don't want to spoil this video that will be coming up soon. Disclaimer that everyone does. I think I've been collecting art supplies while I was in school for about 7 years, and then since I've graduated I've been getting my own things. So all this stuff is my own, and it took a long time to get it, and because this is my priority, that scared me. That printer scared me. This video is not meant to brag. It is literally just my priority in my life has been to buy art supplies and things like that, because that is what I spend the majority of my time doing, is making artwork. I do hoard things. I don't throw things away. I really like making these videos. I like watching these videos. I like seeing how people organize their stuff. I like organizing my own stuff and making it like the best use out of space that I have, and so that's kind of like the point of this video and what it has been. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. I've been putting this video off because I wanted to clean out my studio, but that hasn't happened yet, and I'm going to be moving in less than a week out of my studio to another spot, so thought I would go ahead and show you what it looks like at the moment. So I'm going to definitely go more in depth on this one than I did on my last one. I'll actually show what's in everything. I am sick, bear with me. So I do live in an apartment, and here's my kitchen, and this is like my living room, and I put this brown paper on the back wall to cover the fireplace because I was thinking I was having like issues with bugs. Not bugs, I have wasps. I've killed 10 wasps in here, which is like crazy. I don't know like where at all they're coming from. So here's some artwork which you guys have seen before. So here's the far left side. Let me show you outside here. I have plants. This is like oil painting stuff over here. Let me get this out of my way. Once I get all this stuff out, it's gonna be crazy how much more room I have. Okay, I'll start with this. So this is my rolling cart for like embroidery. So here you've seen this already too on like my last embroidery haul. That's just like a bunch of embroidery colors. More of those colors because they overflowed. Bin of hoops that I'm probably, and some extra canvas that I'm probably not gonna do anything with. I got into planning recently, so that's what's down here. It's just like little stamp pads and stamp things, just cute things for my planner. And this rolling cart thing I think was like $30. It's gray to match the rest of my stuff. It's from Michael's. Can you move out of the way? You're in the way. You're constantly just like always in the way. So on this shelf is the oil painting stuff. So this is the Rafiki commission that I have yet to finish. It's been sitting here all year, and it's been in this state for several months, like almost a year as well, and I've been working on it for almost 2 years. My poor friend, he's like, no hurry. I'm like, neither am I then. So up here we have a gallon tin of Gamsol paint thinner. In here is empty paint tubes. This is like a little bin for electronics. This next shelf I have the glass palette, and then I have palette paper. Looks like this white palette paper that I actually don't use for oil painting. I just use it for acrylic painting. This is another bin from the dollar store. It looks like this is like gessoing supplies. So obviously sandpaper for the gesso. I got a nice gesso brush. These were my first sort of like oil painting. What is this called? Storage organizer. Canvas stretching stuff. So the staples, some extra canvas, some extra staples. And I got this when I first started painting invisible gloves, but I don't like the way it feels in my hands, so I don't wear it. And this is just overstock oil paint. Honestly, don't even remember that I have them. So inside here is Torrid Gray from some year. I don't know. It didn't have a cap, so they gave it to me like this, and it's been like this since then. This is like really gross and leaky. Well, I mean, I would use it, this cadmium red, and like obviously there was a reason that I had one this size. But I don't keep this with my other oil paint because you're nasty and you're gonna get everything else dirty. Next is gesso. So I have black gesso, which I've only used one time, And then this really big thing of gesso. I've actually gone through several of these tubs. Here I mixed just white gesso with some of this acrylic paint to kind of tint it this like light blue color, and that was my solution. I used it for that canvas right there. I'll show you that in a second. Next shelf down, big tubs of white and black oil paint. So Gamblin Ivory Black, 32 ounces of the white. This is Titanium White by Williamsburg, and I have not opened that one yet, but ooh, it is heavy. And then an unopened tub of brush cleaner. To be honest, I do not brush or clean my brushes very often at all. This is Gambar, wow, that was hard to say, Gambar Gloss. So I guess it's some sort of varnish by Gamsol. Glossy version instead of matte or satin. Haven't used it, but I could. That'd be cool. So I usually keep my oil spirits, mineral spirits in a container like this. And as you can see on the bottom, there's like some sludge. It's like pretty thick. I can technically make my own port gray with this, and then just drain the oil spirits off into something else, and you're actually not wasting any mineral spirits. And it's not like going down the drain, and you're not like hurting the environment or whatever. I just need to get the glass muller so I can grind the pigment up just a little bit finer for my own mixture. In the middle here is like mediums and stuff like that. Cold wax medium or Gamsol. Here's some Galkid Light, clove oil. It's more natural. Smells frickin' delicious. This is stand oil. So that's basically like the Galkid Light. Neo McGilp is kind of like a version of, are you in there? Are you? Oh, liquid. Okay. I actually use this. I made a painting, watercolor painting on canvas. So I used this quarted gesso instead of the normal gesso, and I was actually able to watercolor on it. It kind of is like a paper pulp sort of mixture. It's really, really cool. This is cold pressed ground, and this is watercolor ground. So cold pressed would be like really thicker, a much thicker texture, and this is like a loose, softer texture. This is another Gamsol to mix into that torque gray. Oh, I thought I was gonna oil prime my canvas, but that never happened. So there's PVA glue, and then the oil painting ground, but I didn't do enough research on it, so I kind of like haven't never gotten into that. This is walnut oil, which is also an alternative to linseed. It's just like a nicer type of oil by M. Graham. Here's some liquid. And then this is Galkid Gel, so it's just like a thicker version of Galkid. Then we have refined linseed oil. This is good for me to do these because then I remember what I have in my collection, because I have not seen some of these in a while. This is probably not going to open all the way, so I'm going to have to move it. And it opens weirdly like that. It's got like storage on the top so you can keep things up in here. So it looks like I have some pencils, charcoal pencils, and then some like cutouts from newspapers. These caps, I love these caps. I use those caps. These are a lifesaver in the studio, I'll just tell you that. I'll tell you that right now. I have a ton of oil paint. Most of this is going to be Williamsburg and Gamblin. The ones that are like this, I haven't even opened yet. I'm not going to go through every single color. You can kind of just look in if you want to see. Oh no, look at that. No. Oh. Obviously one of my favorite colors, Indothrone Blue. I love all these like earth tones, which is why I love Williamsburg so much. The quality of the oil paint is really nice. It's not like plasticky, like it doesn't feel like fake. It feels like I'm using like natural pigments that were like straight from the earth. Love Williamsburg. It's by Golden. Same. Oh, no! That's the only negative thing about this, is that this thing opens. Oh my god. You nasty. You need Jesus. Ugh. For some reason this happens with larger tubes, but this doesn't really happen that much with smaller tubes, like this gross like oil leak. Also over here there's some more colors that apparently I was using, so let's put those in there. Cobalt teal, raw umber, Quinn gold brown. Okay, so in this tub is some handmade, not handmade, I didn't make it, but I like mixed them, hand mixed colors. So this is like gray scale ones. These are tubes from those Big Tens, like these Big Tens. I put them into tubes like this so I can just like squeeze out instead of having to open those with like a hammer and yeah. Gouache that I had to buy for a class, haven't used since. I love organizing things even if I'm not going to use them again. materials for a specific project that I was doing a lot of. I was making tote bags. So there's some extra tote bags in here. Some clear gesso and some acrylic paint colors that I was using. Acrylic. So again, I love that this top comes open. Acrylic brushes. Silver brand. So you don't want to get those messed up with the craft paint. A bunch of open and then some of the extra colors. I was buying these because I was doing this commission in these colors, and then he was like, no, I want oil, so I ended up just keeping these. I mean, they were like $1 or $2. Okay, so in my adhesives bin, it looks like there's some fixatives. This is like the adhesive for foiling, if you ever do need that. Some more fixative. And then I have glue guns and glue sticks. I didn't know these were down here, in a variety of other kinds of Mod Podge. And craft glue, safety pins, like fasteners, that kind of thing. And then next shelf down, this I think is acrylic craft paint. Yeah, like open acrylic medium and then open thinner. Chroma crackle. It makes a cool crackle thing. Next is this, and I think this is aerosols, so I have like mostly for craft stuff. I have a couple Montana colors that I haven't used really for anything. I guess that didn't fit. Why didn't it fit? We can make it fit. You will fit in there. Now you fit. Great. It does not close all the way. Seriously, this is gonna be like an hour long. This is so long. Sorry. Will you watch it if it's an hour long? Okay, in this middle section is my like oil painting station section area. I have my tabaret. This is my dad's, but then it became mine. Paint palette. And like I said, I use these little Smart Water lids for medium. That's what's in here. It is a tin of Smart Water lids. What I do is I just pull it off. And you have a fresh sheet. This is my gigantic thing of No. No! It looks like it's dry on there. How? How? Oh my god. Oh, I guess just the top layer is dry. But oh my god, I would murder. It's not supposed to look like that. Paintbrushes, as you can see. These look like clean ones. These are dirty ones. Tall brushes that are clean. Tall brushes that are dirty that need to be cleaned. Short brushes that are dirty that need to be cleaned. And tools that I happen to use quite often while painting. And all these little pots I've gotten from like pottery shows and stuff. Life saver for the studio. I'm gonna have to use this to get that lid off. That's what I'm talking about, brah. So behind here is this white thing, and it is a canvas. Let me see if I back up, if you can see it. Kind of. 8 feet long. I don't even think this is gonna fit in my current, like my studio that I'm moving into. So I'll have to wait for graduate school probably before I can do anything on that canvas. Here, sorry, here is my easel. This is my, oh my gosh, I used to know what this is called, but I can't remember now. Because I haven't painted in so long, I forget. I don't know. Can't remember. My friend Ricky put eyeballs on him because he looks like a little dude. He helps me with my painting. Embroidered on here, and then some parts of it have gesso in them, so those will be painted. This is actually just solid, just blank canvas. This awesome thing is an organizer for overstock embroidery thread, like colors that I use a whole bunch, are those ones, and they're in numerical order. Love this thing. I'm like, oh my god, I need 734. Look, I have some, because I use it so much. I don't have to go to the store and get some. Okay, moving on. Yay, moving on.